So is it live or is it Memorex? How are y'all doing? Howdy, Ray, Miss Wendy. How are y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. Hope the audio's coming through and the video looks okay. Didn't realize what time it was until it was brought to my attention. Let's see. Do I have that speaker? I think I got that speaker turned off because I don't hear myself and I see myself moving. A little delay from that screen to that screen, but that's pretty cool. Anyhow, hope y'all are doing well out there, making some money and staying safe. Actually, I had a decent week doing Spark. I didn't do it today. Actually, I spent more time right over there on that. Look at there. I left my blanket out. What a slob. He don't even have his background set up right. I didn't even notice that till just now. Here, you know what? We can just take this and throw it right there and nobody will know it. So, shh, don't tell nobody. I'll fold it later. I promise. Actually, I may put it on later. Anyway, yeah, I spent a lot of time over there today. I had to go to the doctor the other day and they put me on an antibiotic and apparently it causes dizziness. Last night, man, I tell you what, it was bad. And today, I came in here and I was trying to start doing a couple of reviews and uploading some granddaughters' school event things on Facebook. Started getting dizzy, so I wound up going over there and just sitting over there for a while. Didn't get a whole lot done. How you doing, pork chop? Hope you were doing well. But anyway, I spent most of my time over there today and didn't get my reviews done, and I have got a stack of them to do. So that's why I didn't spark today. Or number one, it probably wouldn't have been very safe for me or the other drivers out there. So probably made the best decision on that one. But anyway, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think I sparked all them days. Let's see. My daughter keeps sending me these for Temu things. Says, please click on this link. But good to take the time away when you don't feel right. Oh, man, last night, you know, a lot of guys will lean up against the wall when they're using the bathroom or all that stuff. Last night I was holding on to the vanity and my towel rack that's above the commode back there. I was holding on to both of them. And at first I kind of thought it was maybe the way I had my neck bent because I was playing gin rummy on the phone. And it got really bad. I was hoping to make it back to the bed. I did, so all is well. But today I was kind of dizzy too. Let's see. Yes, I worked. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I got pays for those. Actually, got pays for today, $35. It was the carryover. That's one good thing. If you work Sunday and you don't, hello, Lisa, and you don't work Monday, you still get paid for Monday because you got carryovers from Sunday. Good to see time. Miss Wombo ran into QT to get a couple of drinks. We actually have a QT here now. We never had one up until, I think they opened it about a year ago now. I hadn't played it either, but it was pretty cool. Oh, and everything. Yeah. Well, the doctor said I might have a slight infection from my colon surgery, which was back in January, but I don't know. Something about the PSA or something like that was slightly elevated, and there was a slight trace of blood in my urine. Sound more like a UTI to me, but I don't notice anything. But what am I, it's ciprofloxacin or something like that, antibiotic. I think that is one that my mom took, and it makes her real itchy. That's one of the side effects. And I had to actually look it up to see if it causes dizziness, and it does, but it's not under the primary side effects, just only on some people. And I happen to be one of the lucky ones, apparently, but maybe I will get used to it. How you doing, Dash and Maverick? You're doing well. And we didn't ever have a QT's, man. I tell you what, they got their pizza in there is not bad. You know, when you're just running by there, and them big old drinks. The bad thing about their drinks is the cups are huge and the straws are shorter. Almost like you need to put two straws together, or order the really long straws, which I had done, but I don't have them here. But I don't go to QT's a whole lot now. Just finished a movie with my wife and saw you were live. Cool. What was it a good movie? Let's get some movie ideas, because sometimes I just go to bed and lay down and watch TV. And I don't ever know anything to watch. My problem is I wind up watching the old shows because I know they were good shows. And I know there's some good new shows out, but a lot of the newer stuff, I don't get the sense of humor in them very much. And I'm trying to scoot over here a little bit, get more centered up. I'm not particular on my movies. I just not really into horror type movies. I mean, occasionally, might watch them, but are you getting incentives? I have not. No, the only incentive. Okay, let me finish reading before it. I am constantly getting them, but I still don't get my. Oh, but I still didn't get my tires, so I can't spark. I know as soon as I get the tires and will be available, I probably won't get any more. The incentives that we have running right now is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for one particular store. That's the only one that I have been seeing. Actually, there's nothing on there right now. Let's see, history. What was that one? It expired. Yeah, 7 a.m. to 8:15. Complete 3 trips for $10. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but an hour and 15 minutes to complete 3 trips, it's probably not going to happen. Most of the time. It can, but most of the time that's not going to happen because they take too long to load you up and stuff, and you spend a lot of time waiting on that. And you have to watch the way they word those incentives too, because sometimes they'll throw an incentive out there, but it'll be for curbside only. It won't be for shopping orders. But I don't even fool with the incentives. Most of the time they're not worth it because it'll break down to $3, maybe $4 for each. And unless it's like a $14, $12 to $14 offer, even with the incentive, it's still not worth taking. $8 order with a $4 incentive is not worth taking. That's only $12. So you want to make $12 an hour, go to work at McDonald's. Then you don't have to wear your car out, and you can make the same money. But you do have a boss, so I kind of get that one. But nevertheless, you get what I'm saying. Just finished. Okay. Yeah, let me know what the movie was. I might want to watch it. I've been watching a lot of old programs. I've been watching Chips. Oh, really? With Ponch and Poncherello. Oh, man, I can't believe it. Poncherello. I can't remember his name. At McDonald's here, they start. Wow. That's pretty good. I think it's like $11 or $12 an hour is what I've been told. I haven't actually checked, and that wasn't from somebody from McDonald's. Just somebody mentioned them paying $12. I don't know. That $12 around here would be good because the majority of the jobs that I know of is about $8 to $9 an hour. I don't know anybody who's paying minimum wage, but like Dollar General, I think they start off like at $8 an hour. It was a Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare. Somehow convinced my wife to watch it with me. The minute. Okay, hold on. I'm actually going to write it, or not write it down. I'm actually going to take note of that because what channel is that on? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Cool. I'll look there. Sounds like a pretty good movie. I watch a lot of. Oh, we rented it. It was a new movie. Oh, well, I'll put it. I'll do a search for it and maybe put it on my watch list or whatever. I have. I do have the. What's that one that comes with your Amazon Prime? Prime TV, but I had to change my password on my Amazon account, and I just did the automated one, and it's got like dollar signs in it and asterisks and all kinds of little symbols and letters and numbers. I have no idea. So I need to do that where I can copy and paste. I guess I could do it on the computer, and then it would go to the TV. Anyway, I got Hulu, and Peacock. I believe I got Peacock put on these. And then whatever the Samsung TVs. And you got Roku in here and TV in the bedroom Samsung. World War II area. Yep. World War II. Cool. All the new shows are fixing to go to summer repeats. I just don't see a whole lot of good movies. I mean, there's still some, but I'll see the previews of. It's like back when I used to go to the movies. You would see a preview of a movie. Oh, we got to remember that's coming out in June, and when June comes around, I don't have a clue. I done forgot about it and went on. Can't remember them. And I don't watch enough regular TV to see the commercials for the advertisements for the movies at the theaters. Let's see. At McDonald's here. Maverick is calling me old. I watched Chips when I was a kid. I did too. But it was Poncherella, and what was the white dude's name? Man, I cannot remember his name. I said white dude. Sorry. Blondie. I can't remember what his name is. Never look up the trailer. Hogan's Heroes is a good one, and Baba Black Sheep, and actually one that I really watched pretty much every time it would be on is Gilligan's Island. If we want to really go into that, but yeah, I still watch Hogan's Heroes though because that's on. I can Tubi, Tubi. I think it's on that one. I can't remember. I just do a search for it and it comes up. I see nothing. Yeah, Baba Black Sheep, Hogan's Heroes, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie. Yes, I did watch the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family. You want to go way back, the Partridge Family, and there was, let's see, what was the Monkees? I think they had a show. I was really little then, and the Donnie and Marie Osmond show. Yep. Can't tell how old I am, can you? Nope. Of course, then you got Three's Company, Cheers, Frasier, if you was into that. I never really got into Sex and the City. My sister watched a lot of that, but I never really kind of really got into it. And I watched a little bit of Friends, when you start moving back up into what was it, 80s or 90s. And now I watch very little of anything. I used to watch The Voice, but when Blake left The Voice, Blake was The Voice, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And pretty much the only thing I watch now, as far as series is On Life Patrol. I will watch that. Oh, you got, same as me, Grandpa, 43. Yeah, I was 43 at one time. Oh, you got your picture taken on Greg? Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, Branson. I seems like I watched the reunion of the Brady Bunch, and it was kind of lame. But I don't, you know, even like uh, uh, the Duke boys. Uh, can't believe I can't think of it. Anyway, when you go to watching some of those shows, you watch them now, and you're like, how corny is that? And what was it? One Adam 12 and Emergency. And you watch those shows now. How you doing, Frank? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Uh, Dukes of Hazard, yeah. But Dukes of Hazard, you can watch that now, and it's like, wow, little corny now. But Sonny and Cher, yeah, Sonny and Cher. I remember watching that some. I think it was probably the reason why I watched the Monkees is probably my sister watched that. She's slightly older than me. Yep, Dukes of Hazzard. I know, man. You look at Daisy then and Daisy now, and you're, oh. Anyway, it was some good shows back then. Mutual of Omaha, Sunday night show for me. Wild Kingdom. What was his name? Milton something, wasn't it? The host of Wild Kingdom. And then The Wonderful World of Disney. It seems like it came on right after the Wild Kingdom here, anyway. What was that? CBS, I think. Peter York and of the Monkees. I'll take your word for it because I really don't remember, and I should remember because I'm plenty old enough to remember. A lot of a buddy of mine, Eddie. Man, you want to talk about so what do they call them? B movies, the movies that was not really that great. You can talk about them, and boy, he knows them. He is a movie connoisseur, or he used to be anyway. I don't know if he still watches a lot, but Daisy definitely looks a lot different. Yes, ma'am, she does. But I guess we probably all look a little different than what we did back in what was it, probably the 80s, late 70s. Merlin Parkins, yeah, Merlin Perkins. He was the beefier guy that was actually didn't he was the one that was actually out in it, and I think what was that? Hey, we got Google, don't we? Where's the original host of the Wild Kingdom? Richard. Oh, Merlin Parkins was. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Well, who was the other guy? The bigger guy? Yeah, because there was two of them, but he was the main one. Another one was that ran from 63 to 85. Wow. Was it Jim? Yeah, Jim. Let's join Jim now. Jim Fowler. Yeah, Jim Fowler. I couldn't remember his name. I got him mixed up. But yep. You got it. He was 89. He died in Connecticut. Well, that picture looks a lot different. Well, sort of. I don't know if I can share that screen or not. Not a big deal. Yeah. He looks a little different. Anyway, that was kind of like the title of this one tonight. I'm just hanging out, talking about whatever. Definitely definitely a random live stream. I probably need to concentrate on getting a title and at least talking about it for a minute to get people to come join us and find out we're kind of like a cool group of folks to hang out with. You never know what we're going to talk about. I know we had thunderstorms most of last night, and apparently early this morning. I finally got to sleep. I just remember hearing the thundering and lightning. Like when the thunder rose. Yeah. So see, tonight it seemed to be we talking about some. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Okay. We had some rain this afternoon or more due tonight. I think we had. Where are you at? Where you at? I think we had forecasted rain, but I don't know. Skies cleared off earlier. Rain possible overnight, 41% chance, 39% chance tomorrow, 46% chance Friday. It was cool out there today. I did break down and went and had a nice dinner. And that was my only event outside. And it was a little, not cold, but it was chilly for shorts. For me, I think it was like 74, 75. I don't know. Yeah. Chicago, the Windy City. Well, Chicago's where I used to work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. That's where one of our FSUs is one in Chicago. Yeah, it's in Chicago. We had a horrible weather come through tonight. 800,000 people were without power, and all of the schools will be closed in the Houston area tomorrow. Dang. I'm sorry that happened down there, but I'm glad it stayed down there. Hopefully you didn't lose electricity. Oh, we do have some storms coming. Yeah, some rain. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Let me flip back over here to StreamYard so I can, yeah, here we go. I'm right there. We will see. Let's jump down there to Houston. There's Killeen, San Antonio. What is the orange? Special marine warning. So I guess Galveston all the way over to Lake Charles. Oh, they got a tornado watch over in Louisiana, it looks like. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning. Radar indicated. So if anybody is south of Lake Arthur, I know where Lafayette is, but I don't know where's right down there on the coast. And that whole coastline, y'all got stuff going on. Flash flood warning north of Beaumont, between Beaumont and Nacogdoches. Y'all must have had a lot of rain down there. We've had quite a bit here. Somebody told me one of our main lakes here was at like 60%, and it's like that 65% was the next day or 2 days after the report of 60%. Right now, all our storms are in Abilene, moving east, northeast, probably gonna, unless it expands out, it's gonna stay south of Wichita Falls. Oh, that would be kind of creepy. They canceled our rain for tonight. I was actually in a funeral home for visitation and the power went out. Sorry that you have to be at a funeral home. That's never a good thing. I know it's a little morbid, but when I go past one of our main ones that all my family and a lot of friends have been to, I say, I'll be there someday. That's a little morbid, but if you got to be somewhere, you might as well be somewhere that you've been before. Yeah, I guess because down in Houston they had all them flooding. What was it last week, wasn't it? And there was in the lake. They closed the lake down there. Sorry, y'all want a drink? I don't mean to be rude. I got tea and I have water. If y'all want one, y'all are more than welcome. Just let me know. I even got a clean glass or two. Maybe one. I think the rest of them are in the dishwasher. I only got 4. See, I'm a good host, huh? I got plenty of bottled water, though. And we have popcorn. We could have some popcorn. I'm stuffed, though. I had a spicy meat burrito. I'm full. Got some. These came in today. I wasn't sure what it is. Some batteries. Rechargeable batteries by Power Owl. I don't know, and maybe y'all could help me with this one. I've never really compared rechargeable batteries with regular alkaline batteries. But this Power Owl brand on the alkaline batteries, the AAAs lasted, a long time running a flashlight. I mean, like we're talking a few days and with the light on. With the rechargeables, they lasted about 3.5 hours. I know they have a different voltage, but I would have thought rechargeables would have lasted longer. But I'm not real familiar. I've never tested rechargeable batteries to see how long they'd last. Like the Energizers or something like that. You're a great host. Oh, well, thank you. Because I got water. Yeah. I don't have, I actually do have a bottle of whiskey. I don't have nothing, I guess. I don't know how that would taste with tea, but I have tea. No, I think there's some Diet Dr. Pepper in there, actually. But got a bottle of whiskey. Well, it's 40 Creek. I don't know if that's whiskey or bourbon. I'm not real sure. I know it tastes good, though. I've had it about 1.5 years, and it's over 3/4 full. Shows you how much I drink, but occasionally I don't see nothing wrong with drinking as long as you do it responsible. I don't condone it, but I'm not going to knock it. It is what it is. Was it? Yeah. You can drink. You're just not supposed to drink to a drunkard state, which I have done that a couple of times. I did regret it. I just felt that cord. I'm like, what is that? I still got my lav mic on. I started wearing this thing under my collar, but here's a little side note for y'all. If anybody is into making videos and you have a lav mic, I'm delayed over there, so I should watch this over here. If you have a lav mic like that or a wireless mic like this, and this one has a magnet on it. You can put it there so you can actually put it under your collar like that. And then you can wear it like that. Nobody can see it. But here's a side note. If you are talking straight on, it's great. But if you lean over and talk right here and you're looking down at something, and then you go back up here, that audio, when you're looking down, is going to be really loud. So I went back to the lav mic today because no matter which way you turn your head, it's still in the center. And I thought about making a video on that, but it would be a short one because there ain't much to it. And just if you're going to use audio mics, keep them straight. If you put them to the sides, if you turn your head, it's going to make your audio levels jump up, and you're going to have to do a little cutting here and a cutting here and lower it down just a little bit. There you go. Tip of the day. Useless information from a lot of people. How you doing, Mr. Steve? Steve can probably, he's a technical fella. I had some rechargeable ones years ago, and they don't hold charge very long. Yeah, these like the rechargeables last about, hour or a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours at most. But the alkalines lasted like 3 or 4 days. I didn't get a chance to get over to your live stream, Mr. Steve. I didn't really actually realize what time it was. I did a mop. Part of my kitchen's mopped now. Pork chop, if you get a chance to do those mop heads, if you got a Swiffer, they're actually pretty good. From the China dolls. Finally got to them. But yeah, part of my kitchen is mopped. Actually, my kitchen and my dining room, I guess, is all one. So technically, I mopped my entire kitchen that is about 4 foot by 6 foot wide between counters. But I cleaned today. I did manage to do that. That's okay. This is where I like to come after roundtable to unwind with you, bro. Cool. I am most of the time here. I'm most of the time I'm here. I have fallen asleep. I'm a felon asleep. But yeah. And with May, that Nepal was talking about doing another giveaway. And I was kind of trying to get him to give away that one light. I don't know if y'all have like a light fixture with a light socket that's straight down, because that's what it would take for this light. And it's looks like a ceiling fan sort of thing, but it's light panels on it. I've got somewhere I'm going to put that if I get a chance to review one and maybe do a giveaway. But I don't think we want to do the giveaway on the flowers. I don't know if y'all looked at those. I was looking at them and they look really good on the website. But yeah, that's going to be a fun one to review. I'm going to have to figure out some nice wording for that. They're not very pretty. But I didn't say that. But it's my opinion, though. In the right setting, they may be lovely. But anyway, I don't have one of those fancy models. When I got the apartment, I went ahead and bought one because I didn't have nothing. I don't even have a broom. So I kind of try to sweep and mop with the same thing at the same time. But I did get a vacuum cleaner for my birthday. I had a cordless one, and it wasn't very good. It didn't suck very good. This one really sucks, and I mean that in a good way. But it does really good. So I kind of can vacuum. But with me, it's just me here. So these floors really don't get dirty, and I take my shoes off at the door. Just kind of a habit I've started getting into. I don't know. I should have been doing it a long time ago, but I didn't. Especially when I worked at a state hospital, because you can only imagine what's on the floor in a state hospital. I do now. So these floors really don't get that bad. But yeah, we just are rolling on along here. Wow, I've been rambling I was actually on time tonight. Can y'all believe that? I think it was 9 o'clock straight up when I went live. As I said, is it live or is it Memorex? And the only reason why I said that is because I just did a review, or just not a week ago. I don't know, on a little speaker about that big around. That thing sounds good for that size of speaker. Got some boom to it for a little speaker. I tell you what, my review hobby is turned into a full-time job. Let me tell you, I never really thought I would be turning down products to review. You know, when they're going to give them to you for free, because that's cool to get free stuff. And I never thought I would be turning people down, and some of them is even paying. And it's something that I'm really not interested in, and I've got so many other things I've already got to review. And but you know, if they paid enough, I would do it. I make money talks. That's the reality of life. But anyway, yeah. Some of this stuff that we get to review, it's like that. I don't know if y'all watched the video on the camcorder. The 1080p camcorder was pretty decent. The 4K video or camcorder, it's trash. It really is. I wouldn't even give that to a kid. And the main reason why I wouldn't give it to a kid is because, I understand. It's, in my opinion, if you give a kid something that's like a camera or something, I'll just use a camera for once because that's what we're talking about. But if you give them a camera that's really cheesy and crappy, that kind of discourages them not to pursue that hobby or for something fun. Because if you got a camera that takes crappy pictures and they're blurry and pixelated and like a video camera that just jumps, it's very discouraging. So good night, everyone. I have an early morning dialysis tomorrow morning, but I will leave you with Ray. All righty. Well, appreciate you coming by. Wish you didn't have to go to that in the morning, but it is what it is. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night. But yeah, so that camera, the only thing about it is it uses the same battery as the 1080 camcorder, and it came with a little shotgun mic. So I'm just going to put that with that, and I'll give it to one of the grandkids or something. But the 4K one, I don't think you should give kids stuff that they don't carry. That's going to discourage them for pursuing that. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know. But you don't want to go out and spend $400 or $500 on a camera for them just to destroy it. It's a gray liner. Max graduates Saturday. All right, cool. I say congratulations, but I'll say congratulations to him again. It's really good. Kids graduate. I mean, there's some kids that quit school, and I get it. I understand it. I get it. But it's good if you can finish school. And man, I tell you what, these kids nowadays, I don't know if I could, I don't know. Well, I grew up in a different time. We didn't have algebra and geometry. I mean, they had them in school, but it was an elective. You didn't have to take it. And believe me, I wasn't going to take anything I didn't have to take. I had my 2 years of basic math, and that was it. Bad decision. I think they should make math mandatory, just like English. But just my opinion. But the things these kids, by the 5th and 6th grade, they're already past my math skill levels. They're learning decimals and fractions and all that stuff. And the stuff they got to learn in junior high and high school is amazing. That's what they used to teach in college, or unless you took that class in high school. Anyway, Brandon, he gets a great grades, but without me writing him, he might have left a few months ago, so I finally don't have to write him about going anymore. Well, I'm glad he stuck with it. It's a good deal. I agree about giving a kid a crappy camera. My dad bought me an SLR camera when I was 14. Had already been playing around with similar cameras. I still have the camera he bought for me. That's good. That is good. I didn't even know. My mom had a Canon AE1, and that, of course, growing up, we had like the Kodak instant cameras, the little square ones you slid the deal, 35 millimeter, and then the Polaroids. And then my mom got a Canon AE1, and I started using that one. Not a lot, but mainly when she was around and I was allowed to. But yeah. But yeah, if you give a kid something that's junk, they're going to lose interest, and they may think, I don't want to do that. They're junk, and they may not give it a chance again. And photography is it's a good skill to have, something good to have, because I used to not think too much of pictures, and I never wanted to be in pictures at all. I would hide. I didn't want to be in the pictures. But when my kid's mom died, I realized that pictures of yourself are not for you. They're not for you. They're for your family and friends and kids and grandkids and great grandkids and great great grandkids and so forth and so on. They're not for you. And without you being in any pictures, they're not going to ever see who grandpa was or great grandpa or whatever. So that's why now I just smile. I don't even try to get out of pictures. I don't like go jump in front of a camera. I'm not going to volunteer, but I'm not going to hide from a camera because, like I said, having your picture taken is not for you. You know what you look like. All you got to do is go look in the mirror. It's for the generations to come. So if you're one of those that are camera shy, get in front of the camera. remember, it's not for you. It's for your family. It's for your friends, for people in the future. So, just my opinion. What I know, I'm just an old man. Oh, I have a couple of D3300 Nikons as well as several Canons. I have a photo assignment coming up with old Jaguar. That's for sale, as the bloke has seen what I've taken before. That's cool. Hey, if I don't know if anybody's really interested in watching uh, different YouTube videos or channels on cameras, but if you've heard of Peter McKinnon, great. If you haven't heard of Peter McKinnon, got to check him out. He started working. I think he started his camera doings working in a camera shop for money. You know, we have one camera shop here that I know of when I was younger, and it went out. We don't even have a camera shop. But anyway, Peter McKinnon, and then there's one called Fronos, and there's a couple of more. But if you go to them, it'll show up on your suggested list on the right, and you can see a couple more. There's some guys that do some real estate photography, but Peter McKinnon does a lot of product shots and things like that, and landscaping too. But if you really want to get some details and stuff like that, and Pro Knows does a lot of like reviews, things like that. Of course, I mean, Peter's, yeah, I like him. He's cool. I like him. I didn't really like it when he cut his hair off. Yeah, I'm weird. I like hair. I don't care if it's on a guy or a girl. I like hair. I'm a hair person, and of course, I'm not going to be a hair person very long, but you know, he had long, pretty hair, and he cut it all off. I mean, he let it grow back out now. My son had long hair, and I told him, wear it as long as you want to, as long as you keep it clean. Because, I don't know, dirty hair tells a lot about a person. I'm getting there, right up there. I can actually feel skin up there now. I don't know. That's why I wear a hat. See, it don't look too bad. Yeah, well, see, you can kind of see it thinning. But my dad, I think, it seems like Mom said, or he said, I don't remember. I think he was going bald or about, well, he wasn't completely bald, but he started going bald at about 18. And here I am, 59, and I still got hair. So gray and thinning, but I still have it. It kind of goes from your hair or from your head to other parts of your body. I don't like that part of it, but it is what it is. Nature takes its course, and that's the way life is. So, yeah. Man, talking about a ride. This is about as random as Grandpa's random reviews. I started losing mine when I was younger, in my late 20s. It doesn't bother me. Yeah. I don't, like Nick Nimmin. I don't know if y'all watch Nick Nimmin or not. If you're into making YouTube videos and wanting to learn how to create YouTube videos and how to go about the whole process, Nick Nimmin is a good one. D, his brother as well. But Nick is bald as a baby's butt, but he's got the beard. But some folks look fine with no hair. My face is round, so I don't know. I'm going to look like a cartoon character probably when I go bald. I may be like our former president and get me one of them hair foldovers. I don't know if it's for real or not. I don't know. Doesn't bother me. Y'all ever played basketball with a nickel? Got changed up here. Squirrel. But yeah, Steve, are you still here? If you're still here, let me know. I got a question for you. Somebody said something. I don't remember who it was. Well, I mean, it's not that it matters. But somebody had said something about you you was doing the lasers again. I know you did the video, But I didn't know if I knew. Let's see, you went somewhere last summer and did a show, but I didn't know if you was getting back into it like you used to, before COVID and all that. So I wasn't sure if somebody was talking out of school, as they say, or if you were really getting back into it. I mean, that's great if you do. That'd be cool. And one good, they're supposed to be putting a new, we got a music venue here. It's supposed to have like 4 or 5 stages, which is pretty good for Wichita Falls. So we ain't got nothing. But yeah, it'd be cool if you was getting back. Somebody just said that you was getting more, doing them more again now than what you used to. I've done tons of tours. I'm working October 18th, 19th, and 20th with Taylor Swift in Miami running lasers. So okay, that's cool. Well, I know you used to do it and travel all over the world during tours. I knew that, but I didn't know that you was getting that it was picking back up, and you're going to be able to start doing that again. That is going to be great, man. I'm happy for you. That's wonderful, man, for real. Because we know these gig apps ain't. Of course, you got Curry. Curry seems to treat you well. I don't know how you're gonna fit the laser shows in with all your podcasts and all your live streams. You and Bud Soda, man, y'all put in some hours. Him out there on the road and you doing podcasts and live streams and going here and doing. You're a busy man. Here I am. I can't even keep up with just doing reviews and Spark. I tried to turn on DoorDash a couple of times yesterday and a couple of days ago. Turned on Grubhub and was getting orders for like $12 and $13 for like 27 miles. That's terrible. Terrible. And Spark is really bad, but I looked something up, y'all, but I didn't do it, and I don't know where to get it, but I looked up those, and you will get deactivated if you get caught, so don't do it, and I don't recommend doing it. But the bots for Spark, I was just seeing where if there was readily available. I never actually found like where you could download one. There's one site that said that you could sign up, and I think you had to pay though. And I ain't paying for crap, not like that. Not when if you get caught, you get deactivated. I also was asked to do a complete install on a new Carnival cruise ship. Oh wow, on the maiden voyage ghost ship from Norway to Miami. That would be cool. Tell them money talks. Right amount of money. I'll see you in Norway. Man, that would be cool. And that's really great. I'm happy for you. And to even be asked, that says a lot right there. People that don't, people that know what they're doing get the opportunity. So apparently you're known in that field. 400 a day for 20 days, free food and lodging. Yeah, and you're questioning it whether to take that or not, really? In the suite, since it's the ghost ship. I don't. Well, if Max is graduating, I mean, what's to hold you back? I would do it. Of course, that's 20 days away from people you want to be around. I understand that one. But 20 days at $400 a day. Ghost ship means no guest, only minimal crew, I've done one before, and they were kind of spooky, but yeah, I'm probably going to do it. So what? It's like a ghost ship, and like getting everything set up for the cruise line and testing stuff out and everything. So do they actually go out and go from Norway to Miami just to get stuff set up? I'm not familiar with all that, how that works. Also, make sure it is seaworthy for gas and doesn't. Oh, there's always a catch. Sink or swim. It's a new build cruise. Well, as long as they don't name it Titanic. I don't know. I don't. I think I would do it. A lot of people might think of it where it's going to sink or not. But man, those life rafts I have on those now, they're all enclosed, and there's, well, I think on the ship that I was on, I think there was 4 or 6 down each side. So, I mean, there could be casualties, but odds are pretty much against that. I'm not saying you wouldn't, but I don't think I would let that be a factor. Not with those. My biggest thing is the life rafts they have. They're all, like I said, they're all enclosed, and you would be in like this little capsule, and that would be a little claustrophobic, but it beats the alternative. I'm going to probably do it, just juggling some dates. The last ghost ship I did, you eat with the captain and crew, which is cool too. Yeah, especially if they have those fancy foods. Get to learn some ship talk. Aye, mate. On the starboard bow. Me being a fisherman, when I was on that cruise, I was like, man, how could you fish? But, I do see the loading ports for the crew, so I know there's some lower areas right down by the water, so they could sit there and fish if they wanted to. Of course, they might stay so busy you can't do that, but, me thinking, man, that's a long ways to reel a big fish up. I was on, it was Carnival, but it was the one from Galveston, and it went to Cozumel and Progreso. Most cruise lines have 700 to 800 cooks in a crew. I don't know how many of that one I had on it, but I mean, they had like the ice sculptures, and the guy was carving it all. And of course, they have the comedy clubs and the music clubs, the little dance clubs, old timey cars on the ship that, sitting in the walkway. Man, I don't know what all. I did go up on the very top deck. It was supposed to be for nudity, for nude sunbathers. Me just being curious, I ain't never been around anything like that. I've walked up there and looked. There ain't nobody up there. I went up there every day to look. There ain't nobody up there. So. All righty, Pork Chop. Appreciate you coming by. Stay safe and dry down there. I don't know what the marine warnings are. If y'all got some coastal or some storms coming in, but hopefully you don't lose your electricity. Have a good night. Appreciate you coming by. Good night. We have some friends that just did a transatlantic cruise, which just docked in Southampton yesterday. Cool. They all sleep on levels 2 and 3, and level 5 is waterline. Levels 1 and 4 are underwater. and you can see the metal bend and the pressure. Oh, wow. Wow. And that would be creepy. That would be creepy for sure. Both times that I was on the cruise line, I stayed in the middle, and I got what is that, Dramamine or whatever that is, the little patch you put behind your ear. I didn't know if I would get seasick, but a friend of mine went on one, and he said that he spent the entire cruise sick. Him and his mother went years ago, and he said he spent the entire time sick. So I didn't take a chance. I got one of those patches. But everybody says if you stay towards the middle of the ship, you don't notice it. And I never noticed it. One time coming out of, I want to say it was Cozumel, we wound up having to go. We started out, we had to turn back around because of the waves. It was too high waves for the boat. So we stayed an extra, I think it was just like 18, 24 hours. It was an extra day, basically. So, yeah, it was kind of neat. I mean, we didn't get to go back off the ship, but there's so much to do on those ships that you're not going to get bored. I think they are a fantastic vacation because you get to go on your excursions and stuff. But I mean, they got comedy clubs, they got music, they got, I don't know what else. They got a lot of stuff to do. You're not going to get bored. And the little casino, which I never won anything, but I saw a few people win. And it makes a weird moaning noise from the metal bending. You can watch the metal bend. It's great. Man, I don't know if you're going to change my mind on cruising, because that don't sound very good to me. But I guess they have designed them specifically to allow for the flexibility. When I did an Alaskan cruise, we loved it. My aunt had told me that the Alaskan cruise was really cool. News break. Let's see where those storms are going now. There's some more out towards Childress. But yeah, she said the Alaskan cruise line, the Alaska cruise was really nice. I think it'd be cool to go do the Northern Lights, watch the Northern Lights. They said last weekend, they said you could see the Northern Lights, and even down here in Texas. People was down in the hill country towards San Antonio. There was seeing the Northern Lights. I've never seen them, but it'd be kind of cool to do that cruise while the Northern Lights is going on, if you're into it. And I think it'd be cool. The maiden voyage is all work with no stops and no entertainment going on. That's why it feels weird. Going on a cruise is fun. Working on an abandoned ship that holds 7,000, 9,000 people, but only have 200 people on the maiden voyage. Went to Holland on American cruise. That's cool. $400 a day, though, man. I don't know. I think I'd still do it. I do. You're not going to get entertained with internet, because if I remember right, well, actually, I know between I guess Galveston and somewhere out in the Gulf, I had no signal. But as soon as we got closer into Mexico, I had Verizon at the time. As soon as we got in closer to Mexico, then I had internet again. So I only had without internet for a little bit, but depending on your internet, you're not even going to have no communication unless something's better now. Of course, they may run by satellite now. That would be my own. That would be my only thing that keep me is being able to talk to those that I want to talk to and see those that I want to see when I can. But it's only 20 days and $400 a day. You could, late as it is in the year, man, you could probably kick back for a few months and not have to do much. You could spend a lot of time somewhere else. You wouldn't have to stay right at home working. The laser company I work with has a contract with the Carnival. We do the lasers on every Carnival ship. I've been on almost all of the Carnival fleet ships, fixing the lasers, upgrading, installing. $8,000 for 20 days and nothing to spend money on the entire time. That's covers a quarter of a year worth of work. That's about 4 months, 3 months. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name of that cruise ship I was on. Cruise ships out of Galveston. I want to know the names of the ships, though. I don't want to know. Cruise ships names? Let me try that. Regal and Carnival Jubilee. It wasn't those. Harmony Carnival Breeze, Norwegian Regional, Carnival Dream, Royal Caribbean, Voyager, Disney Magic. I don't remember it being any of those. Anyway, I think all of the video footage you do from that, Steve, a lot of eyes will be watching that. Yeah, that's a good point. You could almost start a YouTube channel just on that. A lot of people be interested in that for sure. Totally. In 9 hours, I could also film a single person horror movie. Yeah. The ghost ship. But I wonder if they would let you, because there could be some things that you might video that they don't want publicized at that moment. On the other hand, it's free advertisement for them. Not like they need it, but it would be free advertisement. You just have to kind of be careful what you video. Anyway, 10 after 10. And I got to finish doing the mop review. I finished the review. I just got to do the editing of it. Actually, I did finish it, didn't I? But I still got oh, man. I got a speaker, and here's the speaker. It's a 2.0 channel stereo computer speaker. It's kind of heavy, so at least it's not solid plastic. And pickleballs. I don't know. Do y'all play pickleball? Well, I got to tear these labels off. Remember, if y'all ever do Amazon reviews, take these labels off because you will get flagged and you'll have to blur them out or redo the whole video. But I got a $59 pickleball paddle to review. And I have a pickleball set, but I don't know where it's at. So they said, we can send you the balls too. So I said, send me the big balls. So I got some big balls for my $59 pickleball paddle. I'd never heard of pickleball up until last year when I did the review on that set. Oh, they would let me. I might have to wait until it does its first passenger's run to make it public, but I could. I'm in international waters, so there is zero loss. Oh, well, unless they make you sound like, was that a non-disclosure agreement where you won't talk about it until a specific time? I don't know if they do that or not. You know more about that than I do. Just something I would think about. But yeah, I bet you could probably, because it doesn't really fit. Well, it kind of fits in the gig economy. I mean, technically it's a gig, right? So, man, you could run a full series on it. That would be. I'd definitely watch it because the behind the scenes. Of course, you're going to be working a lot, so you can't film all the time. But you say this is what I did today, and that would be interesting to me. I would definitely watch them. I bet you pick up a lot of subs that way. Not to mention the watch hours. Watch hours would be really good. 20 days, 24-hour last. Oh wow, me walking around on the ship. Yeah, how you gonna keep your batteries charged that long? Multiple batteries? That sticker didn't tear up very well. I really don't have to. The review is not on the balls. I don't know why I'm worried about it. The review is, of course, I could do the review on the balls too. There's 2 reviews. They do that. Ooh, they got holes in them. Ooh, they fly good. What are you going to say about a plastic pickleball? Anyway, I can plug it in everywhere and charge. I've got a battery that I'm supposed to be getting in, and it's supposed to be for like a camera, but it's got USB-A and USB-C and 2 other kind of connections. It's like a 20,000 milliamp. It's $169 for the battery. That would be something that would, like your kind of deal, that would be really good. You could pretty much leave it plugged in. I'd be taking a spare camera or 2. Yeah, I mean, you got your phone, then you could take a camera and yeah, not even thought about it. Man, it's some good content that you're not going to see anywhere else that I know of. Got a GoPro 3 and a GoPro 10. Did you like the GoPro 10? I had the 9, and then I've got the 11. I had an 8 that I used for quite a while, and I had the 9 that I still have, but I didn't get the 10. And then I went to the 11. The only thing I'm seeing about the 11 is it overheats, same as the 9 did, but I didn't know if the 10 did or not. Hated the 10, still prefer my 3 over the 10. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, well, the 11 overheats too. And I've got the mic mod on it, so you can use the microphone. So I'm sure having that case on it probably makes it run a little bit hotter, but I can run it in here in a controlled environment where it's air conditioner on it, and it'll still overheat. So I don't know that I would go with another GoPro, to be honest with you. DJI's got one, and Action 3, that might be the DJI, I can't remember. But yeah, they're supposed to be really good. I've got an action camera coming in to do a review on, and it's like $169, but it's not going to be GoPro as far as the stabilization. That's my biggest thing. You want to get an action cam for deliveries. Well, Yeah, that Osmo 4, it sounds good. I've watched a couple reviews on it, and it seems like it's going to be a good one, or it is a good one. I'm just not sure how the stabilization on it is. That's my only thing. And I don't like the 360s. I'm not really into videoing myself. I mean, if I was into videoing myself, those 360s would be great. But I'm really not. I mean, as far as me like mountain biking or snowboarding or something like that, I'm not really. The only thing I want to do in the snow, I still want to ride jet skis, or not jet skis, snowmobiles. Snowmobiles. Well, kind of the same thing. One's got a belt, one's got a jet engine. Anyway, sitting there picking at that, it will not come off. Anyway, I believe that's going to be a wrap, folks. I think I'm going to get busy and do something before I go to bed. That way, I can try to do some Spark tomorrow and not get in trouble with these different sellers. The Instant 360 sounds good. I like the flip out screen. Yeah, is that the one that's got the flip up screen that faces forward? That would be good. But the GoPro 12s has got, I think maybe not. I don't know. The GoPros are terrible. I don't know about the 3, but the GoPros 8, 9, and 11 are terrible when low lighting. They pixelate really bad. They're not good. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, y'all, and see if I can't get a little bit of work done before I go to sleep. And maybe I can make some money tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all coming by. And y'all have a good one. And Steve, let me know about whatever you and Gary and everybody comes up with when you're smaller get together. Let me know. Maybe that'll work out. So anyway, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all later. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just don't do nothing. Just do something, or you're going to grow old if you don't. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's kind of old now, but man, I look blue. Didn't turn this light up very good, did I? Maybe it should have been more like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming. Bye.